welcome to my class. To get started, go ahead and place the area under your shoulder blades onto the hammock and just send your arms over your head, rocking left to right, starting to opening up the spine. Legs can be nice and wide. Again, rotating left to right, nice and open. Let the arms come down and out. Starting to open up the chest as well. Reach the hands back over the head. Maybe clasp the hands. Rock forwards and backwards. Open the arms back out. Starting to take nice deep breaths. Continuing to rock side to side. Taking the arms back over the head together. Reaching back and down. Rocking forwards and backwards, side to side. Now let's take the area under our knees into the lowest grips. And again, just kind of swing the legs left to right freely. Continuing with your nice deep breaths. Take the arms back over the head. Just getting some good rotation in here. You're kind of just playing around with what works for your body. So a lot of this is going to be self-experimentation and seeing what feels nice. Now you may try sinking the hips down more, as well as taking the arms back over the head and opening up again through the spine. Go ahead and come out of it. We'll try to actually place the hammock in the area in between, like kind of over the pelvis area. And let's try some double leg lifts here. Kind of see how that feels. You'll also need to play around with the positioning of the hammock. Make sure it's pretty well over that bone so it's comfortable. Or right above it. And then from here, go into a downward dog, kind of like a flying downward dog. Really press your chest down. You might have your hands a little bit wider. Try narrower, try wider. Wider feels pretty nice. Nice deep breaths. Now try with your feet down. Again, kind of play around with having a wide stance with your feet or a more narrow stance. Working the heels down. Continuing to press down through the chest. Rotating the arms so that the triceps are facing the wall behind us. Now we'll inhale, bring the head forward. Exhale, bring the head back down. And through the arms. Inhale forward, exhale down. Inhale forward, flat back, head looking up, exhale down. This time taking the legs up and continuing with that motion, pulling yourself forward and down. Inhale, reaching the crown of the head forward, flat back, exhale, reach the chest down. Moving with your breath. Inhale forward. Go ahead and take your feet down. switch positions again. Okay, so this time we're gonna try to take the hammock in the area right above the hips, but on the back side of your body. So it's really on the lowest part of your low back. And again, just slowly open yourself back. Being gentle about it. Let's go ahead and take the knees up. Take the knees on the outside of both sides. And again, just kind of open your hips up here. Might wrap your feet around both sides as well. Just feeling nice and supported. Feel free to take your hands up and pull yourself a little up so you can readjust where the hammock is on your back. And let's go ahead and extend the left leg out. Reach the heel out, the toes back towards our face. And let's look out to the right. So it's kind of as if we're doing an inverted balance pose here. Feels pretty fantastic with gravity helping to bring the leg down further. Continuing with your nice deep breaths, really open up that right side of the chest as well as you rotate over, looking at that right hand. All right, we'll bring that left leg back into the hammock and extend the right. Again, reach the heel out, bring the toes back towards our face. Perhaps take hold of that foot and rotate that left arm out to the left, looking out towards that left hand. Looking out as far left as you can. Creating some space. Breathing into that space and into that stillness. Great. Let's go ahead and get that leg back in the hammock. And then we'll take the feet together as we take the arms ahead of us as well, pressing the feet. And actually, I preferred to have my knees wrapped around the hammock, so I changed position here in a few seconds. So try it that way, really wrap your knees around it, and then press the palms of the feet together. Now let's begin the same thing we did a little bit earlier. So we're gonna come into that downward dog position. Inhale as we come into a flat back, reach the crown of the head up. Exhale, bring the chest down, downward dog. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale, press down. Wonderful. Go ahead and extend both legs out. And you might even play around with taking the legs back behind you. So just a little playtime. It's almost scorpion play, trying to get the feet down towards the head. And so you might try to take one foot at a time. Keep the right leg wrapped up into the hammock, the left foot. Bring your hands behind your head and do your best to grab some part of that foot or leg. Maybe have your hands together, maybe have them separated. Once you have the grip, go ahead and really kick that leg out, creating some space in the chest, shoulders, and then take turns with pulling the leg in to really open up that hip flexor, quad. I'm even going into a mermaid on this side. So try to wrap your elbow around that foot and then see if you can't use that right arm to reach around and grab the other hand. And you've got it. Just continue to breathe into that space. Give yourself a nice stretch and release, but only stay in a place where you can have nice full deep breaths. Let's switch. Left leg wraps itself around the hammock. Right leg gently comes down towards the head, reaching the hands back to grab it however we can, kicking the leg out, and then bringing the leg back in. So kind of playing around with your breath, inhaling and exhaling as you push away and then bring back in towards the head. Taking your time, feeling free to move a little left to right here as well. Trying to find where we have some stagnation and really creating some opening there. And then we can also try mermaid on this side, so just really putting your elbow all the way into that leg and then trying to rotate the other hand around to grab it. Allowing gravity to do a lot of the work for us. It's a fantastic tool to allow us to move deeper into this position as well as being able to breathe. So I've appreciated it a lot so far. Let's go ahead and wrap that leg back around the other side again. Might want to grab the middle rings this time. And then let's bring the knees inside the hammock and then stretch your legs up. And sit your hips back down. Kind of see how it feels here when you're in kind of a supported inversion. Taking nice deep breaths. And when you're feeling your strength up, exhale, completely press yourself off the hammock into a full inversion, however we can call it. Take the feet back down, take the knees in, crunching them slowly in towards the chest, getting the feet just about close to touch the ground and bringing them all the way back up. Now see if you can't slowly take your hips back into it and very gently rock back up, taking your time. Now from here, you're sitting in the hammock. Let's rock left to right, left to right. Create some space in the side body, the obliques. Really having fun with it. Rotating the entire side of your body left to right. Continuing with your nice deep breaths. Great. Let's go ahead and change position. And we're going to take the hammock right above the front of the hips, so kind of right above that pelvis area again, right over that bone. And we're going to take the right leg all the way up into the hammock and step the left foot forward as much as you can. Fix your pants if you need to. Go ahead and take the arms up and over. It's a fantastic stretch here. Left hamstring, left calf. Inhale, come into a flat back with the hands locked behind. Exhale, bring your chest down. Now let's rotate over to the left into a half moon. Really kick that right leg out, so extend out through the right heel. Bring the toes back towards us. Keep the hands interlocked in the back. And then really start trying to open up some more. Take the left hand down towards the mat. Right hand reaching up and over. Starting with some circles. Inhale, bring the arm back in. Exhale, circle it back up and over. Reaching out. Inhale, bring it back in. Exhale, reach out. Inhale, circle in. Exhale out. Inhale in. Exhale, reach out. left hand opens up. Opposite side, half moon there. Reverse half moon. From here, play around with maybe not touching the ground at all, just holding on to the calf and bringing yourself back in for one-legged splits. Nice deep breaths. Reach that left arm up to try to grab into that top ring and rotate yourself over to that side and kind of have some playtime here, seeing how it feels to reach the right arm down as the left arm reaches up, playing around with your foot position as well, trying to bring it far towards the right wall as much as you can. From here, switching hands in the ring, taking the right arm into the top ring, using that strength to pull the bottom leg up and over the other leg so the feet are now crossed. Take the ring in the left arm again, this time reach the right arm down. Fantastic twist here. Always feel free to rock the head left to right. Yes and no, nodding the head there. And really extending that arm back and down. Perhaps moving it left to right as well. Switching hands again, right hand comes in to the ring, left arm reaches down. Now let's switch. The right leg comes down, rocking left to right, left to right. Feels pretty nice. And let's go ahead and switch sides. Left leg comes up and into the yoga hammock. Clasp the hands, reach them up and over. Going into a flat back, reaching the crown of the head up. Exhale, bring the head back down, chest down towards the thigh. Inhale, flat back, reaching the crown of the head up. Exhale down, allowing the hands to come down further towards the ground. Moving with your breath. Nice deep breaths. From here, releasing the hands. Taking the right hand down, left arm comes up. Going back into clasping the hands. No hands touching, really trying to reach out through that left heel, half moon. Continuing to send the back further back. So send yourself further back, feel supported. Trying to get your torso in line with your left leg. Finally, take that right arm down, left arm comes up and over. Going back into our arm circles. Inhale, reach the arm up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale, rotate down and around. Left arm or left elbow is kind of pressing into that right knee. Great. Extending that left arm more as far as you can, maybe taking the palms together. And then jumping over to the left side of the room. Reaching for that top ring with the left arm. And then switching over to the right, opening up that left arm down. Squeezing the hips up, rotating more. Again, feeling free to release the neck, looking left and right. Nodding yes and no, as well as allowing that left arm to sway left to right. Switching hand positions, the left arm comes into the upper ring and back down. Coming out of the position, opening up your yoga hammock, sitting yourself down in the middle, and coming into a quick resting pose. Take your head completely into the hammock so it's supported, and your feet. And just rest here, gently rocking for a few moments. One hand perhaps on your heart, the other down towards your belly button. Just resting comfortably. Slowing down the breath, enjoying the stillness, allowing that work to circulate throughout the body. Great. Sit back up. Well, come into the position that we were in earlier before, where the hammock is in the lowest part of the low back. Gently take yourself down. And from here, come into a full wheel, although it's a very much supported full wheel. Really trying to press against the feet to bring your chest forward. And then here again, perhaps playing around with grabbing the feet. Changing position again, bringing the knees up. And again, kind of playing around with getting back into scorpion. Finding it a little difficult without having some kind of additional support. And so I'm grabbing for the middle rings. And I'm continuing to explore this space, rotating left to right. Taking the feet back down, really extending the head down towards the feet. Allowing gravity to make this happen. Trying that grabbing both feet again with the feet planted. Really feeling quite a fantastic stretch here in the hip flexors and quads. Trying to work the heels down. Trying to really press that chest forward. Opening up the shoulders and chest even more. Nice deep breaths. Nice deep breaths. Reach the arms out. Maybe squeeze the hands together. Prayer position. Bring yourself back up and take your feet into the lower rings one at a time. Actually moving the area behind your knees into the rings for more support. Reaching the arms back up over the head. Pressing the hands together. Opening the arms back. Rocking back and forth, side to side. Taking nice deep breaths. Really enjoying this. Taking the arms up over the head, reaching back, rocking back and forth. taking your time. Taking the elbows back, arms all the way back, relaxing down. Now let's go ahead and take the lower handles and place them underneath the bottom of both knees. I like to actually pull the handles up and just have my legs in the swing material. And then go ahead and just release yourself down. Go ahead and finally grab the ankles. With that extra support, now we're able to do that. Take the feet off the ground. See if you can't even start slowly bringing the toes, the feet together in the back there, and bring them in towards your head, bending your elbows, pulling them in, switching off from kicking away, and then again bringing the feet in. Nice deep breaths here, relaxing into the pose. Slowly take one arm up, then the other. Take your time. Rock forwards and backwards, releasing that work, moving in a circular motion perhaps. Just some free movement here, rocking left to right, kind of how we started. Going ahead and taking yourself out of the yoga hammock. Opening up your hammock and then taking the right leg inside. And you're going to want to just try to take your time and lean forward completely over this knee. In fact, I do it very well on the second side once I figure it out. So what you're going to want to do is, again, kind of put your leg inside the hammock in such a way to where it's directly in the middle of the hammock. And then you'll even drape your arms over that front leg. So really release into the pose, pigeon pose. And kind of play around with moving left, moving right. And then finally extend the leg. And at first you'll have an upright position, and then maybe you'll go ahead and lean forward, waving back and forth perhaps. Breathing in, coming up. Breathing out, leaning forward, reaching that front foot forward. Fantastic stretch here. And we'll keep that leg in the hammock and go ahead and turn your body in the opposite direction. And just kind of play around with this for a moment. We're actually going to get into side plank from this position in a moment. So just kind of exploring this space, perhaps coming up into what looks like a warrior 3. Bringing the arms out to the side. Going ahead and switching sides for now. So this time, again, with that left leg, put it in the middle of the mat, grab the top handles for support, and then you'll lean forward, you'll reach that right heel back as far as it needs to be. Your left foot should be flexed inside the hammock. And finally, you'll get to a place where you can truly lean your chest forward, let go of those top handles, and drape yourself over that left shin. And you'll see I readjust myself here. So again, play around with the positioning here for your body. You want that leg to be in a perfect line, even with the floor, parallel with the floor. And just relax down. Reach for the ground. Let your shoulders go. Let your head go. And breathe into any areas of tension in the hip area. Finally, we'll go ahead and extend that front leg. Take hold of the hammock or the top handles if needed. And reach that leg forward with the body upright first. Fix your hair if you need to. Inhale, come back up. Exhale. Perhaps we'll lean over that front leg. There we go. So just really surrendering into the pose. And from here, keeping the leg inside the hammock, turning positions. We'll take the hands on the front leg, maybe around the ankle. Practice some balance here. And then finally, take the arms back into that warrior 3. Bring the chest up, nice strong back. Great. Now from here, leave the leg in the hammock, take the other one inside, and we're going to do a little bit of strengthening here for a moment. So let's bend the knees in, bring the knees into the chest, exhale, push the knees out. Inhale, bring the knees into the chest. Exhale, press out slowly with control. Inhale, bring them in. Exhale, slowly press out. Inhale in as far as you can. Exhale, press out. Toes reaching towards our face. Inhale in. Exhale, reach. Great. Now let's try to grab the middle ring with the left arm or both arms, and from here switch the top leg, the right leg, over one side of the hammock. So now you're in a side plank position. Your right arm is holding the top ring. Left arm is either reaching forward or perhaps on the earth. And from here, let's switch. So let's take the left arm up into the top ring and let's reach out over to the right. Beautiful twisting variation here. Feeling free to move that right arm just around a little bit, left to right, swaying a little bit, just reaching, creating length, stretching out the side body. Go ahead and take the right hand to the top ring one more time and reach to the floor with the left hand. Side plank. Push the hips forward as far as possible. Hips are forward and feet are together, heels reaching back, toes reaching towards our face. Let's go ahead and switch. So we'll take both legs as we started into the hammock. The hammock is kind of on the thighs, as you can see here. Let's rotate. Let's walk ourselves over to the right. Grab the ring. Let's flip that top leg. Now it's the left leg over the hammock, and let's lock our feet. Our left arm grabs the ring, and then switching to the right arm on the top ring, left arm opens out and down. Beautiful twist. Nice deep breaths, relaxing into the pose. Raising the hips up. Just really allowing it to create some more space in the side body, in the back, in the hips. Finally, switch arms. Left arm grabs the top ring, right arm comes down into side plank, pushing the hips forward as far as possible. Feet are locked, heels reaching back, toes towards our face, shoulders open, chest out. Push the hips forward some more. Great. Let's go ahead and come out of that. Drop one of the legs, the other leg comes out. Well done. Let's go ahead and sit back in the swing and give yourself a pat on the back. You did a fantastic job. We'll see you next time. Bye.